So, 9/11. I've been thinking a lot about it lately as we are preparing for this exhibition. Um, and one of the things that strikes me is how connected everyone is to September 11th. I was sitting in this room, this very room, having moved from New York City to Cape Cod literally on the same weekend 1 year before. And it's a very strange feeling when you've been connected physically to a place, having lived in New York for those, I believe, 7 years, and then to sit here and watch what unfolded on TV, which is, I think, what most people did. It was then struck me how, in terms of my personal relationship to events of the day, I had been on Flight 11 exactly 1 week before. I was working with the San Francisco Symphony at the time, and we were scheduled to record the first of the entire Mahler Symphony series the following weekend, which ended up happening. I flew on American Airlines to San Francisco, I believe about a week after 9/11. There were 4 passengers on the plane and 5 crew. And it was an incredibly eerie and emotional experience. I also was in Manhattan frequently right after the events, and like so many other people, witnessed, especially in the village at the hospital down there in Greenwich Village, where there were just thousands of missing posters of people looking for their loved ones. I had a very good friend. I have a very good friend whose name is Catherine King, who lived blocks from the towers. She had 2 children, both in high school, both in Manhattan, on opposite ends of the city, where she had to make a decision on where to walk out of her apartment in all of the mayhem. Alan, my husband's cousin, second cousin, was a he's retired now. He's still with us, Marty. Still, he was a U.S. Marshal and was working downtown and was among the people who walked over the Brooklyn Bridge and made their way back to Long Island. I had several former colleagues in the Bertelsmann building in Times Square who walked down the stairs of the building and had to walk great distances home. My very, very close friend, Anita, who was my real estate partner here on the Cape, her family lost people. And all of my personal connections to the event paled in comparison to hearing stories of those who actually had very close friends and relatives who perished. Still, everyone has a story. Everyone is connected to this event in one way or another, in some fashion. We're all binded together by it. So yeah, I'll never forget sitting here that day, stunned, along with the rest of the world.